Mission Pro Wrestling, the symbol of excellence in women's sports entertainment.
All right, happy 4th of July. This is Mission Pro Wrestling Spotlight. I am Myndrunner, and with me is...
That should be my entrance for like every promotion that has like a big TV. That has to be there.
La Chica de la Ola Ola.
Hola,
The Ola Ola vibes are spread around. Ola Ola, how are you doing, Nahir? How are you excited? How has your week been? How have you been training hard and wrestling hard a lot? I know that.
Yeah, it's been a really fun weekend. On Friday, I went to the all-girls classes we have here back home, where we actually had Yimi Yang and his daughter come in, which was amazing.
Very cool.
And this weekend, originally I was supposed to wrestle, changed the plans, but I ended up doing commentary for my school show. So that was fun. Jack of all trades, am I right?
Look out. Here she is, commentary. She's in the ring, outside the ring. She's going to be, I don't know, Emily May, you never know. Somebody might be jumping on that commentary booth with you. You might be the next Veda Scott, who knows, or beyond. That's awesome. And I also noticed, a lot of us noticed, a lot of fans of yours have noticed that you also took part in a Hot Girls Summer in Puerto Rico video that I can't really show because we'll get flagged by YouTube. And but
YouTube actually put that short as not suitable for children, and that was so funny to me. It also happened when they were doing like a mini reel from my match, like my June match at my school show. It got flagged because there was nudity, and I'm like, I'm in my gear and I wear like 3 different stockings and fishnets. How dare you?
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, hold the phone here. How does that count as not appropriate? I will say, being a connoisseur of art, it was very artistic, very well done. I love the little ducky quack part in the middle of it too. That popped me. That popped me. But I can understand. I mean, we are, Mission Pro. We are, we're PG-ish, PG-13 perhaps. But I do encourage go to Nahir's Instagram and check it out and judge for yourself. If you were YouTube, I mean, it's I think it's fine. It's good.
No, but I think it's crazy the fact that YouTube flagged my match as nudity more than the actual video, and I'm like, I'm in my gear. This has never happened.
Well, I've seen gear where like women are barely dressed.
No, my gear is fully black. I have a bodysuit underneath. I wear 3 different stockings. There was not supposed to, and I was like, okay. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment, I guess.
Maybe it just was too hot, too spicy.
Yeah, I thought my gear was too spicy.
That could be that. What about your opponent? Was your opponent? Did they have a wardrobe malfunction or something?
No, video was fine. Again, nothing was shown. Everything was perfect. And I'm like, how does this happen?
I got to tell you, that's one thing about wrestlers is that would be my biggest fear is a wardrobe malfunction. In the middle of a match, getting a power slam, and suddenly, the family jewels are sticking out the side.
No.
Yeah. Gotta make sure everything's nice and protected, nice and geared up.
That's a running joke I have because everyone thinks I'm showing a lot, allegedly, and then when they see me putting my gear, and they're like, "Why do you wear 3 pairs of stockings?" And I'm like, "You're not seeing anything."
Yeah.
Because I wear a bodysuit stocking that goes up from here. like it's a full-on jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Then I wear the fishnets, and then I wear the other bodysuit like underneath my gear. Like you're not seeing any.
triple layer there.
Yep.
Excellent.
It might be hot, but you're not getting
It's hot.
anything.
It's hot. Let me tell you.
It's hot. It's literally hot because I'm burning.
But that was something cool. I noticed, like Jade Cargill, she'd come out and like she'd look naked, other than just like the diamonds covering the right spots.
It's sheer.
Really,
it's sheer.
She's wearing a full body suit that's her skin color. And so you'd think that oh, what's she doing? And then you realize
that's why I love it. It's an illusion.
Yeah, it's an illusion.
Yes,
guys. But then I guess it's tricking YouTube censors as well. Maybe the AI saw it and it went beyond its picante meter. It just went a little too spicy.
They were like, not today.
Not today. But really excited to chat with you a little bit. I really appreciate it. Again, 4th of July, and for folks wondering why we're not responding to the chat, this is a pre-recorded show.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, but how can you be mad at? How can you be mad at La Chico Lola? But I do want to get to some wrestling news, and we might have something very hot off the press to talk about right at the end here. But let's get to the week in wrestling news. And by the way, shout out to ODB, who I chatted with last week. She's awesome. Go buy her book, ODB. And you never know where she might pull that meat truck up. You never know. She might show up at the old Mission Pro. First, real quick, we've got the rumors are circulating about this is not the official, by the way, not an official graphic. This is a Photoshop. However, there's been a lot of talk and a lot of serious contemplation. Mercedes Moné has been asked about what free agents may be joining her in AEW. A lot of people speculate Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch sounds like she's taking some time off. However, the Natalya was not backstage at Raw. There is talks that they've engaged in contract extension talks, but Mercedes Moné has expressed strong interest in Natty and Tyson Kidd coming over to AEW. As you know, Tyson Kidd allegedly retired, but I mean, who's really retired?
He's still a trainer. If you go to Natalya's Instagram, you see a lot of the training they do together at their dungeon, I guess.
Yes.
So,
do you think this would be an upgrade for AEW, an upgrade for Natalya and TJ? Because some people are poo-pooing this. What are your thoughts on this? On her, do you think AEW would be a good place for her?
I think Natalya can offer the world to any company she's at. She has a lot of experience on her side. She has proven that time and time again. Every match she's had to wrestle against someone who's a younger generation, she does her best to help that other person be over.
Yes.
I think she's very underrated. And alongside TJ, I think they're a great combo wherever they end up, either if they stay at WWE or AEW. I think they're both great assets because not only can Natalya bring something to the ring, she can bring some knowledge and some training for other wrestlers, because you never stop learning. And I think that she has pretty much shown us that over the years.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And, I didn't like a lot of the stuff they used her for earlier. I didn't like the whole farting gimmick.
I hated that.
And I think, I think that Natalya's had kind of a bum start at WWE. And again, it seems like now, and I don't want to talk about the guy that was in charge that would come in at the last minute and change everything, who's now no longer affiliated. Now, Triple H is running the show, and I think WWE has gotten a lot better, more consistent since then. I think the wrestlers seem to be taken care of a lot better. However, my take is I feel like this would be a great restart for Natalya to come into a new company. And like you said, she and TJ would not just be, an asset to the product itself, but there's so many younger wrestlers, men and women, that could just really learn from them, really just kind of follow along. Like there's a lot of benefits to her jumping in, coming in, taking the younger talent like a Sky Blue under her wing, some of the other folks in there. And and the way that AEW has treated the Hart family, not just with the Owen Hart Cup, but like Bret Hart, and I feel like that might be a homecoming, if you will, for
it's like a mini spoiler right there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. And again, it's one of the coolest pops is when you hear that Bret Hart guitar riff that Natalya has.
I go crazy for it. Like that's like, I feel like that was one of the first like songs in wrestling that I can just easily recognize.
Yep.
It's just right there.
It's like the Glass Shatters. You think about how important a theme song is. Like, when you hear the glass shattering, Stone Cold's coming. You hear the bong.
Or you hear, I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that guy's name again? What was that guy's name? Who do you
Joe
believe
Hendry.
In?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Now, I know our show is dedicated, women's wrestling, but I gotta say,
it's so catchy.
It's so catchy. It was top of the charts in the UK. It had climbed the top of the charts in the United States. Joe Hendry is a hot star right now, and for he's I know that his contract is going to be sought after by many promotions. TNA's got to really
absolutely
hang on to this guy. And I do think, and if you ever gotta check out Chris Van Vliet, his interview with Joe Hendry.
I saw an interview about him being one of the lawyers for Lana.
Yes, yeah. And that was so. Before he got the blonde hair. Yeah. And in fact, it's funny. A lot of times, there's a lot of really big stars now that were extras, like the classic MJF. Getting pushed by Samoa Joe. If you find them, it's really cool to go back. I think Damian Priest was an extra one time. There's a lot of cool stuff when you go back and look, and if you're paying attention. And I love when when wrestling promotions like AEW, WWE, they acknowledge those things.
Yeah.
But I think that with Joe Hendry, he talked about how he was able to just soak in that moment. He got a pop as wild as Jordan Grace got when Jordan Grace showed up. And I thought, but like those are two that like up until I felt like were unsung heroes that only the real hardcore wrestling fans knew of. And then when they both got that pop, that well-deserved pop,
like, oh my God. I'm still like, every time I think about it, it's crazy. And how the NXT girls are jumping over to TNA now. And I'm like,
and similar, just kind of to close out of the Natalya talk, I think that Ash by Elegance, who the former Dana Brooke, I think that's been a positive. That's been an upgrade transfer. I think TNA.
She recently won a title at I think it was. I know her and Nick Nemeth won championships at the same promotion recently.
Yeah,
I don't remember the name right now. I think
saw it today. Battlegrounds, I think it was.
No, I think it was World Series. I'll remember it. I'll remember later. I know I will.
Well, we're going to put it right here because this is pre-recorded. We'll put it somewhere on here. But I think that Natalya is going to get a similar treatment. I'd love to see her at AEW. And I think AEW, like you said, would definitely do well to have her on. Speaking of AEW, we got to talk about, of course, we'll talk about the incredible Forbidden Door.
Oh God, we actually were right about our predictions.
Look at this. Look, this is the final four.
We were right.
All right, look, I pat ourselves on the back. We were entirely correct. Now this is what it's looking. And of course, we're getting at Beach Break this Wednesday. We're getting Willow versus Snacklander. And we're also getting Sheeta versus Mariah May. Got to talk about Forbidden Door. The matches, there were 4 women's matches at Forbidden Door. And like, to me, that was tremendous to have.
I've never seen so many, like, except for all women's shows, of course,
Yeah.
but like regular shows, just having 2 matches, to me, it's like, oh my God. And this one had 4.
And I will say this, we've talked about how women's wrestling has grown so much that it's, that it's no longer that people say it's the popcorn match or the pee break match. It's must-see wrestling. The women's matches here were must-see wrestling. A lot of people complaining about Forbidden Door having too many matches. That's like having too many steak dinners.
You can never have enough.
You can never have enough. But the pacing of, actually, you should say too many tacos. You can never have too many tacos. Line them up for me. 20 right there, boom. But the pacing of the event, the pacing of Forbidden Door, to me was incredible, because I felt like everything's flowed. There wasn't a boring match on the card. In fact, arguably the most boring match was Zack Sabre versus Orange Cassidy, and that's like saying the ugliest supermodel. That's like saying the ugliest sports car. It's like they're all
so accurate, though.
What's that?
That's so accurate. That's such an accurate description.
It was just perfect, and every match I was invested in. But the 4 women's matches, I mean, Mariah May versus Saraya was great. The tag where you had Team Willow versus Team Statlander, where now we are going back to, that's going to factor in their individual spot, and then Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. They kissed and made up. But I've got to say,
the ending.
the banger of the week, we got to go with our banger of the week. Our banger of the week is Mercedes.
Absolutely agree with you on that one.
Now, with a caveat, I think you and I, we talked before we started, I think you and I agree, but I'm going to let you tell. This, to me, was the banger of the week. I think we both agree. What are your thoughts on this match?
Regardless of the outcome, the audience was conflicted, and, Mercedes, ended up getting now the 2 titles, but this wasn't a Mercedes Moné match. This was the world getting to know how great a Stephanie Vaquer is.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the air up here, like this clip, it's been going around, the interwebs a lot. Just this was, you're absolutely right. This was Hello World meet Stephanie Vaquer, or meet Stephanie. This La Primera. This was a, now I want to say coming out party, but this was a introduction, and her phone is going to be ringing off the hook. That there's contracts that have already been printed waiting for her. There's offers coming her way. And CMLL, I sent out a poll, like, who of the Forbidden Door people, who do you want to see an All Elite graphic of?
Stephanie, for real.
Number
like
one.
Stephanie stole the show for me. She stole the show. Like, I feel like we're accustomed to Mercedes Moné before, Sasha days. And I think it's time that, like, I feel like Mercedes got used to the same style for so many years. And Stephanie brings in a whole new different repertoire on the table. And she proves to us why she's Stephanie Vaquer, why the CMLL has her, why she's literally skyrocketing to the top.
Give her all the belts, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like, she was so fantastic. Like, she was like this. I tried to get a good picture of her doing essentially a Ray Phoenix level move. I mean, she was doing luchador, like rope, like, I mean, made almost like commander level flips and stuff.
But I feel it was nice because, Mercedes wrestled Celsius weeks prior.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So she got a little bit of taste of it with Celsius, but like Stephanie brought it all. Because like Celsius give her like a hell of a base. Like that woman is like, I wish I could base like her. Like I was like, I want to be like you.
There was no con in her pot.
No, but Celsius is Puerto Rican.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that have you encountered her before?
I have never met her, but she was a former champion from a company in Puerto Rico known as CWA.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the former champions. I've heard great things about her. And then when I saw this match, and I'm like, I wish I could base like her. Like, I think she's so great. Yeah.
Yes. And the tag team partners of her and Stephanie, and then maybe they'll come back as a tag team. I think AEW.
I'll just be like one day, can I be an honorary member, please?
Absolutely. Can I just get in there? Well, we'll talk because there's Puerto Rico's definitely representing at Mission Pro. And we'll talk about that just a little bit.
I was so excited about that announcement. And it was another prediction we had about Izzy.
We are, what's the word? What's the Spanish word? Listo? Is that the word? Or sabe?
Yeah, listos. We're listos. We're smart.
Listos.
And we were on point because we said either somebody who really had it out there for her or somebody who she's never encountered before. And who other than La Rosa Negra, Mission Pro's first ever champion.
Oh, La Primera. I mean, that is truly La Primera right there. And what a test for Izzy.
I know.
What a test for Izzy. Like you said, let's see how, Izzy was always taking on somebody gunning for her. Now it's like, okay, now you've got the next level. This is a champ. This is the champ. I mean, Holiday would have been great. I would have laughed if it was Jasmine because I love Jasmine.
The whole dynamic, yeah. But I feel Rosa Negra has to be the one. Like,
yes, La Rosa Negra. And what if Izzy somehow retains? That's going to be such a feather in her cap. If she retains, this is when I'm like, La Rosa Negra has the opportunity to become 2-time champion. And so many of my favorite Mission Pro matches involve La Rosa Negra. The 3-way she had with Holiday and Jasmine. But the number one La Rosa Negra match, if you go and watch any other match, go check out Title Match Network or go to YouTube. It's on YouTube. Masha Slamovich versus La Rosa Negra that's what really hooked me with Mission Pro. They had such an incredible banger. There's a tope spot. And you can even say, I've even like time-stamped it in the comments. If you find me in the comments, you'll see I time-stamped it. Because I always go, whenever I go back, I got to see that moment.
You're like, yep, rewatch. Thank you so much.
Masha's like laying on the fans at ringside. And La Rosa Negra does a tope into Masha, grabs some dude's beer, takes a swig, and then pours.
That's Puerto Rican right there for you. That's Puerto Rican right there.
Is there going to be? Can we start it right now? Can we lobby for a La Chica de Ola Ola and La Rosa Negra tag team sometime?
It'd be great because actually it was La Rosa Negra who got me my first ever spot in wrestling as an interviewer. It is because of her that technically La Chica de Ola Ola exists.
Ah, interesting origin story. So we come full circle. That would be kind of a full circle.
Me being tag partners with her or eventually wrestling her, it's literally on the top of my list.
All right, La Rosa Negra, you heard right here. Let's make it happen. La Ola Ola versus La Rosa Negra. We need to book that. Maybe Silver Bells, because I know that's the holiday show, or maybe around whatever's going on, whatever fiendish plan that Brian and them have for the Halloween. Maybe there might be a Halloween show. I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the aftermath.
Yeah.
And again, quite a pop. Now, of course, we at Mission Pro, we're professionals, and we are respectful, and we don't get down into the petty drama. We're very positive, and it is possible to be a Thunder Rosa fan and a Britt Baker fan, even though they have heat. It's definitely possible. You can't deny the pop that, here's Mercedes' moment. She's double champion. She's getting ready to do her dance, and then suddenly the doctor will see you now.
Interrupted.
What were your thoughts on that?
It was insane. Again, Mercedes got a lot of mix. I feel like this is the first time that I don't feel her like connecting fully with the audience. That's just a personal opinion of mine. Because like she had a lot of mixed reactions when she became double champ,
Yep.
And then Britt comes out. Britt is literally AEW grown talent.
Yes.
So you have this person who just got there. Like, and I'm thinking like a fan right now. This is somebody like Mercedes Moné she has her great acolytes. Like, we're not gonna deny them. They're there. They exist, and they will always be there with her. But it just seemed like it was just she just got here. She's had like 5 matches. 2 of them have been title matches, and she's won both titles. And then you got the homegrown AEW talent in the name of Britt Baker. She was bound to get a pop. Not disrespecting Mercedes, but like Britt is their girl right now.
Yes. Yeah, and
she grew with that audience. That she grew with the fandom. Those are her people right now.
You make a very good point. The story is right there. Mercedes comes in. She doesn't wrestle a single match. She acts like she's this and that. I mean, this is character. Obviously, you're behind the scenes, whatever. You have mad respect. But the CEO, she comes in. She wins the TBS title. She wins the. Now she's double champion, and she's look at me. I'm all that. She's a natural heel with this, and I think it actually was good that they almost like MJF. She didn't wrestle much because that really baited everybody. It made us kind of, like you said, be a little bit have a disdain for her a little bit. And then when here she is, like, look at me, look how wonderful I am, and then D&D's music hits. Boom. And this is a match people have been wanting. I've been wanting for a long time.
Same.
This is going to be a good one. And the microphone exchanges are going to be good. It's it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to Mission Pro Heat Wave. It's getting hot.
Oh, definitely. Like here, it's terrible. Here, it's terrible. And I'm going to Heat Wave.
You're going to Heat Wave, but let's go to let's get to our Warrior of the Week, though. I do want to highlight now. I was going to pick Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, but she's just on such another level. I figured the match, the banger of the week, would have been better to talk about.
It was her. She was everything.
It was a highlight reel for her. Fantastic. But I'd like to introduce to you our Warrior of the Week is a badass independent wrestler that will be at Mission Pro Heat Wave. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Warrior of the Week. Yes.
Ooh.
Queen Uju is our Warrior of the Week. Quite the badass, quite the tough opponent. She
got a mean streak.
She's got a definite mean streak. She held her own with the Lucha Baddie quite well. Very few can last long with the Lucha Baddie, Miranda Alizé. But the mean streak is going against La Chica de la Ola this Saturday, August 17th. It's going to be quite a show. What's your reaction right now?
I got a lot of feels going on right now.
Let's hear them.
Ooh, I've seen her. This just means more study time for me.
Yep.
Like, this is like my debut against Queen Uju. Like, and not only is she like been everywhere at this point, this is like the opportunity for me to prove myself why I deserve to be at Mission Pro.
Yes.
So this is something I'm very much looking forward to. But she better not underestimate me, because there's a lot of people that make that mistake.
A lot of people make that mistake.
I'm a lot of hola, but I can send you hasta luego.
Hasta luego. So, do you have any opening words for Queen Uju and the Mission Pro fans, of course, that are going to finally get to see you in action live at Heatwave? And are you going to dethrone the Queen on your debut?
I like Queen Uju. I think I can resonate with her because I was a pageant girl myself. I know what it's like holding on a crown, but I also know what it's like losing it to somebody else. So, Queen Uju, I know you've been having a great reign, but it's about to be over when La Chica de Lola Ola steps in at Mission Pro Wrestling on August 17th.
There you go. All right, August 17th, it's going down. I am stoked. Get your tickets. Get subscribed to Title Match, and sponsorships are open.
Yes.
Are you Team Uju, or are you Team La Ola Ola? I'm gonna edit it again. Are you Team Ola Ola? Sponsorships are available. Let's make it happen. This is going to be one I'm going to be excited to watch, of course. This is going to be the debut of La Ola Ola. Quite the opponent. This is going to be an interesting back and forth. But I think much like Stephanie Vacour, this is an opportunity for the Mission Pro family, the Mission Pro Galaxy, to find out exactly who La Chica de la Ola Ola really is. And this I'm excited for, and I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for you to be part of this. This is legit going to be awesome.
I'm very excited, honestly. Like, I'm literally counting the days until August 17, and the fact that on this show, I'm also gonna be with La Rosa Negra. It's just, it's crazy to me, and it's so exciting and entertaining.
You got to get some pictures. You got to get a selfie, several pictures of you
absolutely.
and La Rosa. We got to get the back-to-back pose.
Yes.
All of that. Maybe she'll do a run-in. Before we close out, though, just looking at the tape here.
Love that. She's ageless. You know what? I like her already. This is gonna be a problem.
Yep, there's matches 7+. Now, cage match, I have a bone to pick with cage match. I usually go there for stats, but sometimes they're a little sloppy with some of their stats. But, Queen Uju, she actually suffered an ACL injury, and she was out for a while, and then she made her return, and I believe it was I don't know if it was Promise Braxton or somebody she wrestled, and she's been back at it ever since and just dominating. So, although she got a loss against Miranda Alizé, I do think that she really showed, holding your own with somebody. It's kind of like with Stephanie Vacour. Holding your own with somebody, it highlights who you are, and you just become stronger. But of course, she's going to have to recover from an L that she's going to take when La Ola Ola takes her crown, snatches her crown, and becomes the new queen of Mission Pro.
I like the sound of that. I really like the sound of that.
Awesome. Well, we're all excited for you, and I'm super excited for the heat wave. So stay cool, everybody. Stay
definitely
chill.
Get your sunscreen. Don't go to crazy with the air conditioner.
Yep.
Electric bills are expensive.
Get yourself,
but you'll be fine.
Lemonade.
Stay hydrated as well.
Exactly. Stay hydrated. stay cool, go jump in the water. If you need some tips on how to celebrate, go check out Nahir's Instagram and follow the port.
That should have been like set up for the 4th of July. Why didn't I think of that?
Right, exactly. Should put like here's 4th of July celebration.
Yeah,
it's allegedly too hot for YouTube, so parental warning. But we think it's tasteful.
it is. There's nothing showing, and it was fun. And it embodies 3 Puerto Rican wrestlers. I think that's what's more important about it. Just showing diversity in women's wrestling. Like, we don't all have to look the same. And I thought that was the whole message and the funness and the whole like scenario of it.
And you got to check out the duck in the pool
yes,
too. That's
quack,
the best
quack.
part. Now, that brings me to a question that we need to push Mission Pro. I made one myself years ago, but we need to really get, and I think it would sell like hotcakes.
What?
A Mission Pro 2025 calendar, swimsuit calendar.
Oh, I've been meaning, like, I'm on that for, like, I've been doing that for me. Like, I've been taking some of the pictures. I want to do the calendar, but I would love it if Mission Pro did that. A tasteful, fun calendar.
Tusslemania, if you're listening, we got to get on that. We got to get some. That's the folks that are in charge that do the awesome photos at Mission Pro. It's time to get that Mission Pro calendar going. I think that would be incredible.
Oh,
I think
so
it would
game.
sell like crazy. And think of it this way: you buy the calendar, and of course, if you're Miss December, Miss January, whoever you are, you can then at the event get the signatures on each month.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you this: which month would you prefer?
November.
Any particular reason why?
My birthday month.
There you go. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
I was born on a Black Friday, so it makes it more interesting.
Yeah. So
I feel like that's my villain origin story. I was born on a Black Friday.
Born on Black Friday, a rush for the mint Milano cookies and the Tickle Me Elmos and the people getting trampled. Very cool. Well, that's what we'll have to do. Let's push for that. Let's push for that calendar.
We want a campaign for the Mission Pro calendar for 2025.
Let us know in the comments.
Let the public, let the higher ups know. Yes. We want it.
And make sure you go on Instagram, check out that tastefully done video, as well as YouTube and X. And let's harass Mission Pro. Brian, everybody, we want that calendar. It will sell like crazy, and we want that. Let us know in the comments as well. And let us know in the comments, who do you think? Who do you got? Queen Urju or La Chica de la Ola Ola? Let us know in the comments. Well, thank you so much
for the comments.
Yes, we're going to be taking a look. Thank you so much for taking the time again, and we'll be back. We're probably going to have another pre-recorded show the following Thursday, but we'll be back live. Rumor has it that our next live guest is going to be a Chicago native that has been around the Mission Pro parts before, but she's going to set the record straight on some things that have gone down at Mission Pro, and we're looking forward to hearing from.
I'm intrigued. Yes.
So stay tuned. So for La Chica de la Ola Ola, I am Myndrunner. Thank you, Mission Pro Galaxy and family, for tuning in, and we'll have a happy 4th of July. Don't blow yourselves up with fireworks.
Don't go crazy.
Yeah, don't go crazy. And go check out Hot Puerto Rican Girl Summer on Instagram. We'll see you later.